Welcome to the Egg Whisperer Show, a program exclusively designed to promote reproductive health awareness and discuss fertility preservation options. Here is your host, the Harvard-educated fertility specialist, Dr. Amy.
She's known as the Egg Whisperer. Fertility expert Dr. Amy Yaldezian.
And you have yet another success story
Just launched by an East Bay fertility doctor.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Egg Whisperer Show. I'm so excited to have Grace Yaldezian on today's show for our discussion on how to sync your mind and body for fertility. And there's no better person than Lucy to talk about this today with us. Hi, Lucy.
Hi, Amy. Hi.
Please tell our audience about you.
Well, I help adults, children, and teenagers make good shift happen in their lives. I specialize in panic, anxiety, phobias, and fertility. And I've been doing this work for a very, very long time. Fertility is such a rich area for the work that I do, and so many applications of it. I'm really excited to tell your audience about it.
And I love that. Make good shift happen, right? Good shift happen. I was like, yes. Does she know what she just said? Because that was awesome. And I love that. We should have a bumper sticker for you that you make. I make good shift happen. So here are some of the questions that I have, and I would love for you to answer. You know, conception is a physiologic process. So how is the mind involved, and why is it important to get the mind on board?
Well, if the mind is not on board, then it will be much harder for the body to get in line with our goals. And when it comes to fertility, there are so many layers and so many possibilities that need to be explored that most women don't even think about. And I'm speaking of women because my fertility practice has been exclusively with women for whatever reason. But there are so many different aspects, so many different influences that can affect the body's ability and willingness to conceive and to carry that pregnancy all the way through to a wonderful new baby. So, yeah.
Cool. And is there any real evidence that mind, body, spirit techniques such as hypnotherapy really help? I mean, what you're talking about may be a little bit woo-woo for some people. So what's the evidence?
It does seem woo-woo, doesn't it? When I started this work, I remember years and years and years ago, I would spend most of my time reassuring people that I wasn't going to make them quack and waddle like ducks. But there's more and more and more concrete evidence. The foundation of the scientific basis really started in 2004 in Israel. They did an extensive research project with women, and two groups of women, each one of them with exactly the same treatments and opportunities, and the only difference was that one group got hypnotherapy, and the results were actually a 50% increase in the success. So that got people's attention, and that's just hypnosis. So there are so many other techniques that are valuable in this area.
Mm-hmm. And what are those techniques besides hypnotherapy that you do for your clients?
I work with hypnosis, hypnotherapy, and also with an umbrella of techniques called energy psychology. It's relatively new, and it's been called acupuncture without the needles. So it's a wonderful way to work on emotional blocks and issues from a acupressure perspective. And you know, a few weeks ago you had on one of your podcasts that I watched, a psychologist was talking about the emotional pain for women going through fertility processes, the emotional pain of, for example, being invited to a baby shower. And with these energy psychology techniques that I specialize in, we can actually diffuse that emotional landmine so that the anguish that one would feel in a situation like that would be calmed and diminished. So it's not just stress management, it's deeper than that. And I can hardly describe how it works, but it works. And I know that for so many of my clients, that's a big deal.
So you're teaching people life skills, because the skills that one would use to diffuse a type of situation that you just described could also be used in a number of aspects in your life, right?
Absolutely, yes. That's a really good point, because this isn't something that I'm doing to them. These are skill sets and techniques that they learn, and it's like having, Advil in your medicine cabinet. If something comes up and it causes you emotional anguish, or it causes you fear or consternation of some sort, you can reach for these energy psychology techniques or breathing techniques or whatever it is that I'm teaching, and apply it. And then you're not tied to a practitioner for the rest of your life for help. So I think that's a real plus.
So more specifically, how does it differ from conventional therapy?
Well, talk therapy has its place, and many therapists do cognitive behavioral therapy, which is great, but very few people are trained in these mind-body techniques that really go to the root of the matter. And again, as I said, there are so many possibilities for what could be in a woman's way. And sometimes I work with women who are working with therapists, and the therapist will say, well, just go do this. And they'll come to me and say, well, I don't know how to let go of that, and that's where our work can take off where therapy ends, or in conjunction with. So it doesn't have to be either or.
Yeah. And I met you 12 years ago, and you've been helping my patients since. How long have you been in practice?
I was certified in 1992.
Yeah. And have you always worked in fertility?
No, actually, I worked with panic, anxiety, and phobias. I have close to 100% success rate with phobias, but it was actually 2 clients that I was working with on emotional issues, family issues that they had. And one of them had been married for 7 years and had not been successful getting pregnant. The other one had been married for 11 years, and neither one of them had done any formal fertility work like with someone like you. But as it turned out, as we were working together, within 2 weeks, both of them called me, each of them called me, and with the remarkable news that they were pregnant. And I was as astounded as they were. So I started looking into it, and then I came across the work of Alice Domar. I know you're very familiar with her. And I started really looking into it and expanding that area of my knowledge. When I went through hypnotherapy school, there was certainly not that component of my training. I don't think people had made the connection that was an area that could be helped. And boy, it really can. It really can make a difference. Yeah.
And what are some other more specific experiences that you can share with us about clients struggling with fertility that may have had, or what am I trying to say? That they have some specific experiences struggling with fertility that could have had a subconscious impact on her success. I mean, I always tell my patients, I want you to get into the zone. Like, I want you to believe that you can achieve it. So what do you do to help people get there?
Well, I work individually, so what I do with them, sometimes we start with stress management, with diaphragmatic breathing, and I make customized relaxation recordings for people to help them relax mind and body. For others, it's going in and helping to identify and heal such past experiences such as miscarriages or other failed IVF or IUI experiences, or complications that they had during a pregnancy, or unresolved guilt from a pregnancy terminated by choice. I worked with one woman who was so afraid she wouldn't be a good mother. and another one who was really terrified of the birth process. And until you start really exploring these areas, you don't realize that you even have those fears or blocks. One woman didn't realize it, but her mom had passed away just before she got pregnant. And there was a part of her that just couldn't imagine bringing a child into the world without her mom being there. So, I mean, you can see there's a really wide, it's very individual. It's
Right.
very individual.
Right. And then have you been surprised by the direction that some of your sessions have taken with your fertility clients?
A lot of the time, yes. One in particular, we were working with hypnotherapy, and I had guided her to her house of healing, and she had gone through down a hallway of many doors and opened a door, and there was her father who had passed away, and there was a grandmother whom she had never met holding a baby that she had lost. And I was in tears. She was in tears. It was just an incredible, incredible experience. And nothing that, like I would have guided her there, or this is what I had in mind, or what she had in mind. She had never even met this grandmother. And that's the image that was given to her. So it was just an extraordinary session. And there are so many stories like that. Yeah, one thing that's fun to note is that there's never been a client who visualized herself with a baby who didn't eventually have one. And sometimes that didn't happen right away. Sometimes that didn't even happen during a formal fertility treatment, but it happened years later. And so I now trust that if a woman sees herself holding a baby in one of our sessions, that baby, she's calling in that baby. Some way, somehow, she's calling in that baby.
Right.
Yeah.
And do women wanting to work with you have to wait until the shelter-in-place orders are lifted to do so?
No, thankfully, this work can be done via Zoom. All of everything that I do lends itself quite well. I can even do hypnosis via Zoom. I love seeing people in person, but that isn't possible right now. So, or sometimes it isn't possible for clients in New York or Canada or even Armenia, where I've done some work. So yes, it works very well as a video chat session. Thankfully.
So where can people learn more about you and your work?
I have a website, ahigherperspective.com, and it also might be helpful for your audience to check out Yelp reviews, because the clients I've had, the ones that have been so generous to give me wonderful reviews, often they've been able to explain their experience better than I can explain it. So sometimes that's a helpful avenue as well.
So I think we have time, if you do as well, to take us through a 10-minute body relaxation.
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay.
I'd love to. As long as your audience members are somewhere where they can safely close their eyes, not driving or doing anything else, but perhaps sitting in a comfortable position or lying down if they can. And just close your eyes. Take a deep, deep breath and just begin to relax. Just think about relaxing every muscle in your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Just begin to relax. And as you relax, let your powerful subconscious mind filter out any outside sounds that you hear. Traffic voices, phones. Disregard them as you drift and float deeper, deeper relaxed. And all those busy thoughts rushing through your mind, this is the time to let those thoughts wind down. wind down, wind down. As you relax more and more. As you feel all the muscles in your face soften, loosen, let go, and relax. The muscles across your brow, in between your eyebrows, all around your eyes. Feel those muscles soften, loosen, let go, and relax. Feeling the relaxation across your cheeks and flowing into your ears as you relax your ears. Feeling the relaxation around your mouth, letting your teeth part just a little bit to release any tightness, any tension that may be caught in your jaw. And as the flow of relaxation moves down, down, down into your neck and shoulders, just feel your head becoming more and more comfortable, lighter, clearer, deeper relaxed. And following the flow of relaxation now, all the way down your spinal column, vertebra by vertebra, as you feel the muscles in your upper back, middle back, lower back, soften, loosen, let go, and relax. Feeling the relaxation deep inside your neck and shoulders and flowing down, down, down along your arms, deep in your elbows, wrists, palms of your hands, along your fingers, letting your arms be so comfortable, so relaxed, and feeling the flow of relaxation now, all through your chest and stomach, the gentle, soothing flow of relaxation moving down, down, down through your hips, glutes, thighs. Feel those muscles soften, loosen, let go, and relax. Feeling the relaxation in the backs of your knees, even under your kneecaps, and flowing down, down, down along your shins and calves, deep in your ankles, heels, hard-working arches and balls of your feet, and along each one of your toes, relaxing deeper and deeper, deeper into comfort, safety, relaxation, going all the way into a core place of stillness, serenity, and peace. Drawing that up into every cell of your body and allowing it to stay with you all through this day and beyond. Better and better and better. Better and better every day. Better and better in every way.
Awesome. Thank you, Lucy, for that. That was very relaxing. So once again, before we close the show, tell us your website and where our audience members can find you.
My website is ahigherperspective.com, and I'm all over.
Great.
Hopefully many roads will lead your audience to me.
Yeah, well, thank you for talking to us today about how to sync your mind and body for fertility. And everyone, thank you for watching. Lucy, thank you again for being here.
Thank you so much, Amy. Thank you very much.
And if our audience, if you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Egg Whisperer Show, and also be sure to sign up for a class in my Egg Whisperer School. I'm so relaxed right now, I can barely put words together, so it worked.
I'm sure you'll be great for your patients, as you always are.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Egg Whisperer Show, a program exclusively designed to promote reproductive health awareness and discuss fertility preservation options. Here is your host, the Harvard-educated fertility specialist, Dr. Amy.
She's known as the Egg Whisperer. Fertility expert Dr. Amy Yaldezian.
And you have yet another success story.
Just launched by an East Bay fertility doctor.